What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. On this video, I'm going to show you guys the absolute worst investment that a human being can make. I got some family that lives back in here and some friends, and I'm going to explain to you guys how this works. So here, you don't own the land, you pay lot rent. Now, some of these lot rents in these mobile home parks, by the way, we're in Florida right now in Collier County, which is a Naples address. Some of these mobile home parks are charging up to $900 for a piece of land for you to put a mobile home or a camper. Now, you buy the actual structure. I got a friend that lives back in here and we're gonna visit today, so I just want to show you guys how this works. You own the mobile home, so the mobile home is yours, but you do not own the land it's on. You pay lot rent. In the Naples area, some of these mobile home parks are pushing $900 to $1,100 a month. So you're putting your home on a piece of land you don't own. But wait, there's more. Now, the parks are putting on their own land a mobile home, and they'll rent out to you. It's like a normal rental. That's horrible too. But at least you're on a rental contract. You're not spending $100,000 on a mobile home that's yours, but the land isn't. Now, I shouldn't have to explain to anybody how stupid that is, but there's people that are stupid enough to do it. And everything that I say in this video is my personal opinion. There's a no personal opinion disclaimer. Means everything that I say is my personal opinion. Now, somebody can lie to you and they can call it a fact, but if I'm telling you the truth, I have to label it as personal opinion disclaimer. Ain't that something? If you're telling somebody the truth, you have to have a disclaimer. But if you're lying to people, you don't. Ain't that something? Ain't that something about life, huh? But anyways, some of these communities are starting to put pools in and little clubhouses to make it seem like it's worthwhile, but believe me, it's not. I bought a house on an acre of land in Alabama for $65,000. Now I have interested parties at $140. I'm not gonna sell it. No point in selling it. Why would I? The money doesn't do anything nowadays. It's better to have a piece of land than have money. But anyways, imagine that you install a double wide mobile home on a piece of land and you no longer want to have this business. People are actually paying ridiculous sums. I don't even want to get into some of the sums, but I've seen as much as $200,000, $150,000, $180,000. The people are paying to put a mobile home on a piece of land. Now, I bought a house for $65,000. Now it's worth $140,000. It's all mine. It's all profit. And in theory, some people have actually made money by flipping mobile homes, believe it or not. I think it's absolutely risky, but I have met people here in Naples who will buy mobile homes in places like this to resell them. But those are people who know what they're doing, know what they're buying, know who they're selling it to. I'm not saying there isn't money to be made in it. There's definitely money to be made in it if you know what you're doing. The thing is that most people who are buying these things have absolutely no idea what the crap they're doing. Now, there's another park across the street called Lake San Marino, and it's a beautiful park, but again, similar type of prices. I can't go in there because it's gated. Okay, it's actually gated, and I don't know any. It's not gated. You can drive into it, but I don't know anybody in there. So if I go in there, it's kind of trespassing. But I'm going to show you guys another place where you own the lot. And again, a mobile home is still the absolute worst investment you could ever make. Okay? Because you can always buy a brand new mobile home for $100,000. Like right now, my house can go up to $200,000 or $300,000 a mobile home isn't. The land underneath it can go up, but the structure itself is kind of an invalid thing. Well, we're gonna go to another place where you own land, and it's still an absolute fraud. Mobile homes are the worst investment you can make. And if it's on somebody else's land, how do you, let's say you install a double wide trailer in there, and then you don't want it there. There's nowhere, you can't really put it anywhere. You can't park it anywhere in this county. There's nowhere in this county where you can park a trailer without pulling an extensive permit process. So you can't just pick it up and move it. It's a complete fraudery. It's absolutely the worst investment you could ever make. Now, there's places like in Alabama where a mobile home could be the only option. If you live 100 miles from anything, then you start to see mobile homes in rural places because, you know, you need 200 people to come out to build a house or something, or, you know, maybe 10 good builders to come out and build a house. If you live in a remote place, that can almost be impossible. Finding somebody to work for you in a remote place. So if you live in Alabama and you're 70 miles away from a highway, then it would make sense to put in a mobile home because there's no other option there to build. But in an urban place where a labor force is easily accessible, it's a horrible investment. And a lot of people now, they're wanting to move to Florida, and what people do is that they're stupid. They can't afford it. I moved because I can't afford it. If you can't afford it, you need to leave. It's that simple. In here, it's mobile homes, and in these mobile homes, you own the land. I sold this mobile home right here. Show you guys real quick the mobile home that I used to own. This is a mobile home park. It's ghetto. It's trashy. I used to own this one right here, and you can see it's a brand new mobile home. So they bought the mobile home. They bought that mobile home off me, the land, and they knocked down the mobile home to put another one. So they literally paid me $107,000. I got $107,000 just for the land. And you can see a piece of graffiti right there that I did that piece of graffiti. That's my workmanship right there. But as you can see, they paid $107,000. I thought it was for the mobile home and the land. No, they didn't care about the mobile home. They put a new one in. They paid me $107,000 for the land. So the land is the only thing that's worth anything. So now they have, between septic tank, driveways, this and that, they're probably a $200,000 investment. This is the dumbest thing you could do right here, is invest money into, this is a stupid person right here, in my personal opinion. Investing money into a mobile home. Okay? Okay? Voy ahora para formar para arriba para estar cerca de ahí. Creo que hay. Nada, descansa. No querías estar en tu casa, ya estás ahí, descansa. Yo estoy en Roco, pero yo me voy ahora para Lijay. No sé, dame 5 minutos y te voy para atrás, ¿ok? Dale. So, you know, as people here, some of these people here have spent ridiculous amounts of money repairing mobile homes. It's so stupid to throw $100,000 at a mobile home. I mean, these should be low-income rentals at best. You keep them as, you know, livable as possible, and that's it. You don't want to do anything more than that. They're horrible investments. Absolutely the worst investment you can make. That's why I sold mine. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's worth money in a mobile home is the land. And as you can see, you know, and again, personal opinion disclaimer, no association disclaimer. This is just my personal opinion. I think it's the stupidest thing you can buy and invest money into, is a mobile home. It's stupid. It's not. It's not a house. It's on wheels. You can't even insure it if it's older. The banks won't finance it. So if you don't have a cash buyer, now there's a lot of. I struggled. I found a cash buyer. It took me 2 years. Took me 2 years to sell this property right here. And all the while, some of the stupid neighbors here, they're investing $100,000 into additions into mobile homes. That when they go to sell it, a bank won't touch it. It's a stupid investment. That's why I got rid of it. So I have owned mobile homes, and it's a horrible investment. Save up and buy a house. Or if you're gonna live in one, don't dump a lot of money into it. Live it. If let's say your only option, you have to live in an area and you buy a mobile home, okay, but don't dump money into it. Buy one that you own the land and say, I'm gonna live here for 2 years. I'm gonna keep it as humanely livable as possible so it doesn't deteriorate. Hold on to it for 3 to 4 years and then dump it. You know, that's not a permanent living situation. Mobile homes have mold. The water leaks. The roofs are made out of thin aluminum. The water leaks in eventually, no matter what. They all leak at some point. Even the walls are made out of aluminum with nails, and there's insulation underneath it, so they get water, and especially here in Florida, next thing you know, you got mold behind the walls, and you don't even know it. I used to always have respiratory problems, and as soon as I moved out of that mobile home, I improved immediately. Now it's traffic is really starting to pick up here in Naples. The first part of the day, the traffic was kind of light, but now it's really ticking over here. But yes, there you go. On this street here where we're on now, they own the land. But in some of these parks, they don't own the land. Both are stupid things to buy. Especially in the state of Florida where you have hurricanes. I mean, I can kind of understand if you're moving far out in like Alabama or Mississippi, and you can't find somebody to build a house, and you buy, But at the end of the day, you can buy a house for $20,000 more than a mobile home. So I still don't get why you would go with that option. Well, anyways, that's what it is. It's a horrible investment. And again, I've owned them, and it appreciates less than a house. Like now that prices are appreciating on houses. A house that was $150,000 could be $300,000 now. A mobile home that was $150,000, it may be $180,000 now. They just don't appreciate the same way. It's just a warning. If your budget does not allow for a house, then you can't afford to live here. Move a little bit further north, find something more affordable, and stay away from mobile homes. They'll destroy your health, they'll destroy your budget. Horrendous investments. Now there's one over here that's actually gated. Now the people that work in there still go in there and steal stuff. I don't think because it's gated that it's better, or that there's complete security, because people do go in there to work for people, and then they get the gate code, and then they go in and steal stuff. It happens all the freaking time. So I don't think because it's gated, it's complete security. But there's a mobile home park in here. It's called Landmark Naples. Another horrible investment. I mean, buy a house, guys. Save up and buy a house somewhere cheaper. Buy a house somewhere cheaper. This is Landmark Naples. The prices in there are ridiculous. Ridiculous, people. Ridiculous prices. Makes no sense. And there it is, Landmark Naples. And again, personal opinion disclaimer. Actually, the gate's open right now. I can go in there if I want to. And actually, I do know people in there that live in there. But either way, horrible investments. Mobile homes, stay away from them. Especially in Florida where there's hurricanes, you can't insure them. The banks don't want to finance them. If your budget can't afford a home, then you can't afford a home. But don't settle for a mobile home. Settle for an area that's more affordable. Your investment will appreciate better in the long run. Yeah. Check it out. From North Naples.